Okay, year 11, question set 4 for your do nows. Now, this one you can use a calculator for. In fact, you will have to use a calculator. That could be your phone, it could be a laptop, it could be an online calculator. If you type in online calculator, you'd be amazed. There's loads of them. Okay, but you need to use a calculator of some kind for this. All right, particularly if you need a scientific one, just type in online scientific calculator and you will find one. All right, so, but obviously write your working out down as well. You've got 5 minutes, off you go. So let's turn that off. Let's go. Right, compound interest. So you get interest on your interest. So we need a multiplier here. Now my multiplier works out like this. So I start with 100%. I don't know why that's so rough. I think the lead might be going. And then add on the percentage that we're going to increase by. So we're increasing by 3.5%. So that's 103.5%. And then change it into a multiplier. Divide it by 100. You just turn it into a decimal, right? So move your decimal point 2 places. So, well, rather move your number 2 places. So the number is now 1.035. Same digits, just 2 places smaller. Then you take your original amount and you times it by 1.035, right? Because that will increase it by 3.5%, but it'll only do it for once, so that's 1 year. Now I need to do that 3 times, so it's essentially like timesing it by 1.035 3 times. Now a quick way of doing that is to do the power of 3. And when you do that, you get the answer of, and I've rounded this to the nearest pence, right? So that's 2 decimal places. Excuse me, I'm just about to sneeze, so hold on. Done. That's right, I'm muted the mic so you didn't have to hear that. 3,547 pounds and 89 pence. Actually, it rounds up to 90 pence because the next number is a 7. Okay, so it rounds up to 90 pence. And you do need to have that 0 on the end because it's money, so we need to have the 2 decimal places, you know, for the pence. Now, my new car depreciates at a rate of 6% per annum. Or we didn't talk about per annum before, we did. It just means per year. Now this car depreciates. Basically the value of the car goes down, as all cars do, until they sort of become antiques and then, you know, become more valuable again sometimes. But in this case it's going down. So we do the same thing for our multiplier, except this time I'm going to take away that 6%. To get 94%. So when I've decreased by 6%, there'll be 94% left. Okay, change that into a multiplier again. So make it 2 places smaller. So 0.94. Okay, so you take the value of your car, or whatever it is, so £25,800, times it by 0.94. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but when we time stuff, they get bigger, right? Well, not if you're timesing by something which is smaller than 1. You know, particularly if it's between 0 and 1, my number is just going to start getting smaller and smaller. But it's for 5 years, so I need to do it 5 times. So quick way of doing that is just put the power of 5. It does it in one neat calculation for you. So 25,800 times by 0.94 to the power of 5 equals, so my car after those 5 years is worth £18,934 and 72 pence, that is, so 0.72. Okay, right, a bank give I didn't write that on the first one. A bank give compound interest. Okay, so we sound slightly less Neanderthal. Let's put an S on the end. A bank gives compound interest at a rate of 4% per annum, so per year. If you invest £5,000, how many years will it be until the amount is more than 6,000? Well, okay, we have, you know, the easiest way of doing this is to actually, first of all, work out what your multiplier is going to be. Now we're interest, so we're getting bigger. So I add on the 4% to get 104%. Change it into a multiplier, so 2 places smaller. 1.04. So if I take my £5,000 and I times it by 1.04, it will increase it by 4%. Okay, let's just do that. 0.04. So that's 5,200. Okay, and then the next year I do the same thing again. In fact, in your calculator, just keep multiplying the answer by 1.04. and seeing what your answer is each time, and see how many times you do it. So that was once, That was twice, and so on, and see how many you need to do, ... until you get to over the, what is it? Sorry, I'm trying to do this and read at the same time. Till it's more than 6,000. Well, that's twice 3, 4, 5 times. It is 5 years, because at that point you've got just over £6,000. Right, I'm off to go and sort out what on earth is wrong with my tablet here, and you can go off and do the main task. So, see you later.